What's up guys, Cleverboy86 here. This is my 2019 Blu-ray collection video. I do one of these videos every year where I show you guys my entire Blu-ray collection video. And these videos are actually some of the most viewed videos on my channel. I think my last one got like 5,000 views, which is pretty crazy. So you guys seem to really like these videos. So this is my updated 2019 Blu-ray collection video. And I wasn't planning on doing this video today, but I'm just really bored, so I figured why not just get it out of the way. So yeah, this is an updated Blu-ray collection video for you guys. So the way I have my collection organized is I have some of my most prized box sets on the top shelf. Then I got the rest of my box sets, got my Harry Potter box sets. Then I got the rest of my box sets, my Steelbooks, my Pixar Collection, my MCU collection, and then after that, I'll show you guys the rest of the movies that I own on Blu-ray. And then after that, we'll get into the TV shows that I own on Blu-ray. So that's how I have my collection organized. But yeah, anyways, let's get started. So first up, we've got the Dark Knight Trilogy Ultimate Collector's Edition. I've actually been meaning to watch these movies for a while. I've seen The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises, but I don't think I've seen Batman Begins, so I've been meaning to watch these movies for a while, so I might do like a Dark Knight movie marathon video sometime. So yeah, this is a really cool box set. Next up, we've got the Die Hard Nakatomi Plaza collection. I love the Die Hard movies, except for the fifth one, but the first four are all really good action movies. The first one's the best, but yeah, I love the Die Hard movies, and this is a really cool box set. Obviously, this is a replica of the Nakatomi Plaza from the first Die Hard, so it's a pretty cool set. Next up, we've got the Breaking Bad Barrel Collection. I love Breaking Bad. It's my favorite show of all time, and I got this set for like $100 on eBay, but it was definitely worth the price, and yeah, I love Breaking Bad. It's my favorite series of all time, and I'm really looking forward to the Breaking Bad movie that's coming out, I think next year, but it's coming out on Netflix, and it's like a sequel to Breaking Bad, and it shows like what happened after the finale, so I'm actually looking forward to that. But anyways, now we're getting into the rest of my box sets. So first up, we've got the Alfred Hitchcock collection. I definitely have to check out some of Alfred Hitchcock's movies because this set comes with Rear Window, Vertigo, North by Northwest, Psycho, and The Birds. But I've only seen Psycho, so I definitely have to check out more of his films. But anyways, then we've got the Alien Anthology, Batman Anthology. Next up, we've got the Bond 50 box set. I definitely have to watch some of the older James Bond movies because I haven't seen any of like the older Bond movies. I've seen like the ones with Daniel Craig, but I haven't seen like the older James Bond movies, so I definitely have to watch some of those. But the Bond 50 box set is a pretty cool set, and I got it for like $60, so I got it for a pretty great price too. Anyways, then we've got the Die Hard 25th Anniversary Collection. This one only has the first 4 movies, but this was one of the first Blu-rays that I ever got. And I'm still hanging on to this set, even though I have the Nakatomi Plaza collection. I'm still hanging on to this set because it's one of the first Blu-rays that I ever got. So, yeah. Anyways, then we've got the Fast and Furious 7 movie collection. Now we're getting into my Harry Potter box sets. First up, we've got Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, or Philosopher's Stone, depending on where you live. Then we got Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, and Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Parts 1 and 2. And I actually got all of these sets on eBay, and I paid $200 for all of them, but I'm really lucky to have these. Like, these are super hard to find. They're out of print, so they're super rare, but I got them all for $200, so really happy to have these in my collection. But yeah. Anyways, I actually did a Harry Potter marathon video about a month ago, so if you want to see that, definitely check it out, where I basically put myself through all 8 Harry Potter movies in one sitting. It was actually pretty fun, not gonna lie, but yeah, if you want to see that video, definitely check it out. But yeah. Anyways, now we're on to the second shelf here. First up, we've got the Indiana Jones Complete Adventures Collection. Next up, we've got the Lord of the Rings trilogy. And I've tried to watch the Lord of the Rings movies before, but they're just not really my kind of movies. I understand why a lot of people like them, but they're just not really my kind of movies. I've seen like the first one and like I think half of the second one, but I just kind of gave up. I might give them another try though. Next up, we've got the Mad Max trilogy. Then we've got the Mission Impossible Extreme Blu-ray trilogy. I really like the Mission Impossible movies. You know, they're just fun action movies, and even if you don't understand what's happening, they're just fun movies to watch. So I like the Mission Impossible movies. Anyways, then we've got the Spider-Man trilogy. Speaking of Spider-Man, I actually just went and saw Spider-Man Far From Home yesterday, and it was really good. I really enjoyed it, but I haven't seen any of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, so I definitely have to watch those. Next up, we've got Star Wars The Complete Saga. I know someone, I forget who it was, but I know someone requested that I do a Star Wars movie marathon, so I might make that my next movie marathon. So if you're watching this video, I might do that for my next movie marathon. But yeah, I'm not really that into Star Wars. My dad's a huge Star Wars fan, but I'm not really that into Star Wars. I like the original trilogy, but I'm just not really a huge Star Wars person. Anyways, then we got the X-Men trilogy, and now we're getting into my Steelbook collection. So first up, we've got Baby Driver, really great action movie directed by Edgar Wright, and this is a pretty sick Steelbook too, but yeah, I love Baby Driver. It's a really great action movie. Then we got the Back to the Future trilogy Steelbook. Then we got the Dark Knight Steelbook. This was actually the first Steelbook that I ever got, so I'm keeping it in my collection even though I have the Dark Knight trilogy box set. I'm still keeping this one in my collection because it's the first Steelbook that I ever got, so yeah. Anyways, then we got the Bourne Legacy. Then we got Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, War for the Planet of the Apes, Deadpool, awesome movie. Then we got the Die Hard 30th Anniversary Steelbook. I promise this is the last copy of Die Hard that I own, but I got this Steelbook for like 15 bucks at Best Buy, and it's actually a pretty cool Steelbook, so yeah. Anyways, then we got Django Unchained, Drive, really great movie. We got Fight Club. I absolutely adore this Steelbook. I love the colors, and the artwork is just amazing. But yeah, Fight Club, pretty awesome movie. Then we got Green Lantern. I don't even know why I own this. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. Then we got The Italian Job, John Wick, and John Wick Chapter 2. Really excited to pick up the John Wick 3 Steelbook. I hope that's coming out soon within the next couple months, but I'm definitely going to get the Steelbook of that just so I can have all 3 John Wick movies on Steelbook. But yeah, anyways, then we got Jurassic Park, Logan, awesome movie, and I love the artwork on the Steelbook too. Then we got The Matrix, Maze Runner, Maze Runner Scorch Trials, and Maze Runner Death Cure. Death Cure is definitely the best out of the Maze Runner movies. Anyways, then we got the Rocky Collection. I've seen the first 2, but I haven't seen the rest, so I definitely have to check those out. We got Sin City, Southpaw, really great movie with Jake Gyllenhaal, and Top Gun. So those are my Steelbooks, and now we're getting into my Pixar collection. So we got Toy Story, A Bug's Life, Toy Story 2, Monsters, Inc., Finding Nemo, and I think Finding Nemo might be my favorite Pixar movie. Like, this is a movie that I grew up watching, and it's just such a great movie. I love Finding Nemo, so it might be my favorite Pixar movie. Anyways, then we got The Incredibles, Cars. I actually think the first Cars is kind of underrated. I know Cars 2 was not that great, and Cars 3 was just kind of meh, but I actually think the first Cars is kind of an underrated movie. Then we got Ratatouille, really great film. We got WALL-E, Up, Toy Story 3, probably my second favorite Pixar movie. I don't know, I can't decide between Finding Nemo and Toy Story 3, but yeah, I love Toy Story 3. It's just such a great movie. But I actually did a video a few weeks ago where I watched all 3 Toy Story movies and then went to go see Toy Story 4 for the first time. So if you haven't seen that video, definitely check it out. But anyways, then we got Cars 2, one of my least favorite Pixar movies. Then we got Brave, and now we're moving on to the third shelf. Next up, we've got Monsters University, Inside Out. I actually really love this movie. And The Good Dinosaur, probably my least favorite Pixar movie. It's just kind of a boring movie. I mean, the animation is spectacular, but it's just kind of a boring movie in my opinion. Anyways, then we got Finding Dory, Cars 3. Next up, we've got Coco, and I love Coco. I actually just rewatched it a few weeks ago, and it looks great on Blu-ray. Like the animation and the colors and everything, it looks amazing on Blu-ray. But yeah, Coco, really great movie. And then we got Incredibles 2, which in my opinion is a pretty good sequel to The Incredibles. It's not as good as the original Incredibles, but it's still a pretty good movie. Yeah, I gotta sit down. This is kind of uncomfortable. But anyways, now we're into my MCU Blu-ray collection. And the only MCU movie that I don't own on Blu-ray is Captain Marvel. I've heard really mixed things about it, so I didn't want to spend 20 bucks on it. I might wait and see if I can like get a good deal. And then if I can get a good deal, I'll pick it up. But I'm definitely going to pick it up sometime just because I want to have a complete MCU collection. But Avengers Endgame comes out on Blu-ray in a few weeks, so I'm definitely going to be picking that up. But anyways, first up, we've got Iron Man. And Iron Man is probably my favorite out of like the origin stories. But yeah, the first Iron Man is a pretty great movie. Then we got Incredible Hulk. To be honest, this one's probably one of my least favorites in the MCU. It just feels kind of out of place. But anyways, then we got Iron Man 2. Then we got Thor, Captain America, the First Avenger, Marvel's Avengers, really awesome movie. Iron Man 3. Thor, The Dark World, probably my least favorite in the MCU. Captain America, The Winter Soldier, definitely one of my favorites. And another one of my favorites, Guardians of the Galaxy. Anyways, then we've got Avengers, Age of Ultron, kind of a disappointing movie in my opinion. Definitely the weakest out of the 4 Avengers movies. Then we got Ant-Man, Captain America Civil War. I'd say this is probably in my top 5 MCU movies. It's just such an awesome movie. And yeah, anyways, then we got Doctor Strange, Thor Ragnarok, definitely my favorite out of the Thor movies. Anyways, then we got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. You know, it's not as good as the first Guardians of the Galaxy, but it's still a pretty fun movie. Then we got Spider-Man Homecoming. This one's actually a Steelbook, so it's pretty cool. We got Black Panther. Anyways, then we've got Avengers Infinity War. Probably my second favorite movie in the MCU. Avengers Endgame is my favorite. Yeah, Avengers Infinity War is an awesome movie. And then finally we've got Ant-Man and the Wasp with a cool lenticular slipcover. But I actually did an MCU movie marathon where I watched all 20 movies in the MCU before I went to see Avengers Endgame. And it's a pretty insane video. It's actually a 2-part video, so there's 2 videos. But I watched all 20 movies in 1 week. And it was a school week too, so that was pretty insane. But it was a lot of fun. And it kind of gave me like a greater appreciation for the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe. But yeah, if you want to see those videos, definitely check them out. But now we're getting into the rest of my Blu-ray collection. First up, we've got 3:10 to Yuma, 10 Cloverfield Lane, 12 Monkeys, 28 Days Later, 300, 2001: A Space Odyssey, Abduction. I don't know why I own this movie. I watched it once, and I'm probably never going to watch it again. We got The Adjustment Bureau, The Amazing Spider-Man, and The Amazing Spider-Man 2. They're just not really good movies, in my opinion. I mean, I liked them when I was younger, but looking back, they're just not really good movies at all. But I'm really glad that they put Spider-Man in the MCU, because I think Tom Holland does an amazing job playing Spider-Man, and I'm really glad that they put him in the MCU. But anyways, then we got American History X, American Sniper, The Animatrix, Apollo 13, Arrival, really great movie, Avatar. I actually have not seen Avatar. I know a lot of people love this movie, and I think it's the highest grossing movie of all time, but I actually haven't seen it, so I definitely have to watch Avatar sometime. The Babadook, really creepy movie. Babel, Bad Words, really funny movie about a guy in his 40s who enters a kid's spelling bee, and he makes friends with this little Indian kid, and it's just a really funny movie. Then we got Batman: The Dark Knight Returns Part 1 and The Dark Knight Returns Part 2. I haven't watched these, but I think they're like animated. Then we got Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Kind of a disappointing movie, in my opinion. Then we got Birdman, Black Hawk Down, Blade Runner 2049, Bourne Identity, Bourne Supremacy, and Bourne Ultimatum. We got Boyhood, really great movie. Braveheart, Brooklyn's Finest, Call Me By Your Name. I've actually been meaning to watch this for a while, but I haven't seen it yet. Captain Phillips, Casino Royale, and finally Castaway. So yeah, anyways, now we're on to the next shelf. First up, we've got A Christmas Story, Christmas Vacation, one of my favorite Christmas movies, Chronicles of Riddick, Collateral, really great action movie, Coraline, Creed, Curious Case of Benjamin Button, The Day After Tomorrow, Deadpool 2, not as good as the first Deadpool, but still pretty good, The Departed, Deep Impact, Deepwater Horizon, District 9, Dread, Dunkirk, Edge of Tomorrow. I know it looks like it's called Live, Die, Repeat, but it's actually called Edge of Tomorrow. And then we got 8th Grade. I love this movie. This came out in theaters as I was getting ready to go into 8th grade, but it's about a girl who graduates middle school, and she's kind of socially awkward, and she makes YouTube videos, and it's just about her like graduating middle school. But I really related to this movie because it was just so accurate and realistic, and I loved 8th grade. Not the grade, I fucking hated 8th grade, but the movie was really good. Then we got End of Watch, E.T. Extraterrestrial, Everest, Ex Machina, The Exorcist, Face Off, Fate of the Furious, The Fifth Element, The Fighter, First Man, Flight, Forrest Gump. I've actually never seen Forrest Gump, but definitely want to check it out. Full Metal Jacket, The Fugitive, Fury, Get Out, really great movie. Ghostbusters 1 and 2, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, Gladiator. This is actually Dad's favorite movie of all time. It's a pretty good movie. I like it. So we got Gone Girl, Goodfellas, Good Will Hunting, Gravity, The Gray, Hacksaw Ridge, Hancock, Heat, Hereditary, Home Alone, The Hunger Games, The Hunger Games Catching Fire, probably my favorite out of the Hunger Games movies. Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1 and The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2. Inception, Independence Day, Inglourious Bastards, Inside Man, Instant Family. I actually just watched this for the first time a few weeks ago, and I really enjoyed it. I thought this was a really heartwarming movie. And here's then we got Interstellar, iRobot, It. Really looking forward to It 2. I think that's coming out in September, so I just watched the trailer for that yesterday and it looks really good, so really looking forward to watching that. And we got Jaws, Jurassic World, and so first up we've got Kill Bill Volume 1, Kill Bill Volume 2, Kick-Ass, really great comic book movie, Kick-Ass 2, Knight's Tale, Kingsman: The Secret Service, Kingsman: The Golden Circle, Lady Bird, really great movie, The Last Samurai, Law Abiding Citizen, Life, Lone Survivor, Looper, The Lost Boys, Love, Simon, really heartwarming movie, Lucy, Mad Max Fury Road, Man of Steel, The Matrix Digibook. This was actually the first R-rated movie that I ever watched, and I think I watched it when I was like 7, but I remember watching it with my dad, and I thought it was like the coolest thing ever. And so we got The Matrix Reloaded and The Matrix Revolutions. We got Memento, Men in Black, Men in Black 2, Men in Black 3, $1 Million Baby, Minority Report, Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, probably my favorite out of the Mission Impossible movies, Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, Mission Impossible Fallout, Moneyball, Money Monster, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Mud, The Next 3 Days, A Nightmare on Elm Street. This is actually the remake. I had this in my collection for like 3 years, and I thought it was the original Nightmare on Elm Street, and then one Halloween my mom and I were going to watch it, and we realized that it was the remake, so we had to rent the original Nightmare on Elm Street, but I definitely want to get the original on Blu-ray. We got No Country for Old Men, No Escape. I know I watched this movie, but I just don't remember what it was about. We got Nonstop, Oblivion, Olympus Has Fallen, The Others, The Patriot, Patriots Day, really great movie about the Boston Marathon bombing that happened in 2013. Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief. Pinocchio. This is actually the first Blu-ray that I ever got. I forget where my mom got it, but I remember she brought it home, and this was the first Blu-ray that I ever got, and I've never watched it, but it's still in my collection. Point Break, really great action movie with Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze. Predator. Prisoners, love this movie. The Professional, Prometheus, Psycho, Pulp Fiction, really great Quentin Tarantino movie. And speaking of Quentin Tarantino, he actually has a new movie coming out called Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, so definitely gonna go see that. We got The Punisher, Quiet Place, Ready Player One, Reservoir Dogs, another great Quentin Tarantino movie, Red, The Revenant, The Ring, pretty creepy movie, Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Romancing the Stone, and Run All Night. So that's it for this shelf. Now we're moving on to another shelf, and yeah. So yeah, guys, I got a whole bookcase of Blu-rays right here. But yeah, it feels really weird standing up again because I've been sitting down for a long time, so my legs feel really weird. Anyways, first up, we've got Rush Hour. And we got San Andreas, Savages, Saving Private Ryan, Schindler's List, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, Searching, one of my favorite movies from last year, Secret Life of Walter Mitty, Seven, Shaun of the Dead, Shawshank Redemption, Sherlock Holmes, The Shining, classic horror movie, Shutter Island, Silence of the Lambs, Skyfall, The Social Network. Really interesting movie about Mark Zuckerberg and how Facebook got started. The Sorcerer's Apprentice, Sorry to Bother You. Really interesting movie. It's hard to explain like what it's about, but it's a really interesting film. Then we got Source Code, Spectre, Speed, Spy, Stand By Me, really great 80s film. A Star Is Born, Star Trek, Star Trek Into Darkness, Star Trek Beyond, Star Wars The Force Awakens, Straight Outta Compton, Street Kings, Suicide Squad, Sunshine, Taken, Taken 2, Taken 3, or Take 3 in, The Terminator and T2 Judgment Day. Unfortunately, they're making another Terminator movie. I kind of wish they would stop making Terminator movies because the first two were the only good ones, in my opinion. So we got Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. That one was okay, I guess. Terminator Salvation. Terminator Genesis. Total Recall. The Town. Really great Bing Broadway movie. Traffic. The Tree of Life. Tron Legacy. Troy. Training Day. Transcendence. Twister. Under Siege. We got Unknown. Usual Suspects. Vacation. And this is a triple feature. We got V for Vendetta, Watchmen, and Constantine. War of the Worlds. Warrior. Really love this movie. White House Down. World War Z. Unfortunately, they canceled World War Z 2, which kind of sucks because, like, I remember watching this one in theaters, and I was like, that was a really great movie. I really want to see a sequel. And we waited years and years for a sequel, and then they just canceled it, so that kind of sucks. Then we got Wreck-It Ralph. I actually really love this movie. It's a really great animated movie, in my opinion. Then we got Ralph Breaks the Internet. Not as good as the first one, but still pretty good. X-Men Origins Wolverine. X-Men First Class. The Wolverine. X-Men Days of Future Past. X-Men Apocalypse. And finally, we've got Zombieland. So those are all the movies that I own on Blu-ray. And now let's get into the TV shows that I own. Okay, so first up, we've got Arrow Season 1, Arrow Season 2, and Arrow Season 3. And I'll be honest, Arrow, in the beginning, it was really good, but it just really got boring for me, and I just kind of grew out of it, and I just stopped watching. But they're doing one more season, and I think the last season is only 10 episodes, so I might tune in just to see how it ends. But yeah, I just kind of got bored with Arrow. It just got really repetitive. But yeah, anyways, then we got Fear the Walking Dead Season 1 and Fear the Walking Dead Season 2. I tried to get into Fear the Walking Dead, but I just didn't like it at all. I just couldn't get into it, and I just kind of gave up on watching it. But yeah, anyways. Oh boy. Next up, we've got the Game of Thrones Seasons 1 through 6 box set. We got Game of Thrones Season 7 and Game of Thrones Conquest and Rebellion. This came with the Season 7 Blu-ray. And no, I will not be buying Season 8 on Blu-ray because it is garbage. I hated the ending to Game of Thrones, and I gotta stop myself before I go on a rant. But anyways, then we got The Walking Dead Season 1 and The Walking Dead Season 2. And I'm gonna move over to this other shelf real quick. Here we've got the rest of my Walking Dead Blu-rays, and these are all Steelbooks. We got Walking Dead Season 3, Season 4, Season 5, Season 6, Season 7, and Season 8. To be honest, I don't really watch The Walking Dead anymore. I might pick up Season 9 on Blu-ray because I think that's coming out soon. But I just don't really watch The Walking Dead anymore. I'm going to try and watch Season 10 when it starts in October. But yeah, it just really, I don't know. I'm just kind of over The Walking Dead, which kind of sucks because it was like a big part of my childhood. But like Rick is gone, Carl is gone, Michonne is leaving in the next season. And yeah, I'm just kind of over The Walking Dead, to be honest. But anyways, then we got Stranger Things Season 1 and Stranger Things Season 2. I love Stranger Things. Season 1 is definitely the best season, but I also really loved season 2, and season 3 is probably my second favorite season. If you haven't seen the video where I binge watched Stranger Things season 3 in one day, definitely check it out. But yeah, season 3 was pretty awesome, and I can't wait to get that on Blu-ray when it comes out. Anyways, then finally we've got This Is Us season 1 and This Is Us season 2 on DVD. And even though they're just on DVD, I still wanted to buy them because I just love This Is Us. It's just such a great show. It's one of my favorite shows right now. And it's a show that my mom and I watch together every week when it's on. And season 4 is starting up in a couple months, so I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm gonna definitely be getting season 3 on DVD whenever that comes out. But yeah, This Is Us is one of my favorite shows that's on TV right now. So yeah, anyways, that's my entire Blu-ray collection. I need a nap after filming this video. I'm exhausted. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry if this was a really long video. But if you watched it all the way through, leave a comment down below and tell me that you watched up to this point. Yeah, if you watched this video all the way through, huge props to you. I know this is going to be a super long video. But yeah, anyways, I need to take a nap because I'm just exhausted after filming this video. I've been filming this video for the past 2 hours, so I'm just exhausted. I might take a little power nap. But yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, anyways, that's it for my 2019 Blu-ray collection. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all for the next one. Alright, bye guys.